Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath on a basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Monday evening from the Raider Dome in Tower City. This is high school girls basketball tonight here on yourliveevent.com, where the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood come into Tower City going up against the Raiders of Maple River. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes, and welcome to our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Tower City. The Warbirds at 7-3 on the season, 2-1 in District 1 play, winners of 3 consecutive games, including their last game a week ago tonight at Hankinson, 52-22 the win for the Warbirds. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood led by Emerson Johnson, the 5'10 junior guard so far this season, averaging 19.5 points per game and 4 rebounds. While on the opposite side for the Maple River Raiders, 8-3 on the season, 2-0 in District 1 play. They as well, winners of 3 consecutive games here for Maple River. Their last game on Thursday at Oaks, 49-45. Maple River number 6 in the latest Division B girls basketball polls. Maple River led by Violet Richmond with 14 points per game so far here on the season for the Maple River Raiders. First meeting between the two teams here today, as the Warbirds and the Raiders are getting ready for that District 1 girls basketball tournament, which is coming up sooner rather than later. It'll be on Friday, February the 9th, the quarterfinals at the North Dakota State College of Science. We'll have that for you right here on yourliveevent.com. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into the latest basketball polls across the state, some of the other games going on here this evening. That and more still to come before our coaches' conversation here. It's the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Freya Angen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
As we take a look at the latest Division B girls basketball poll in North Dakota, the Mayport CG Patriots at number 1 with 15 first-place votes, followed by Langdon Area and Moore Munich, the Cardinals number 2 with 5 first-place votes, Sargent County number 3 with 2 first-place votes, and Cinch McLean number 4 with 1 first-place vote. And rounding out the top 5 is Bowman County. From there, Maple River, number 6, as they move from 10-6 after back-to-back wins over top 10 ranked opponents last week. Kenmare Bowbells at number 7 with EKM at number 8. Towner Granville Upham at number 9 and RE Deemers at number 10. Receiving votes of Trenton, Garrison, St. John, Tioga, Oaks, and Lincoln HMB. The District 1 girls basketball standings entering play tonight. Sargent County number 1 at 3-0, then a pair of 2-0 teams in Maple River and Richland. The Warbirds currently sit fourth at 2-1, followed by Oaks at 1-1, Tri-State 1-2, Hankinson 1-6, and Enderlin at 0-1. Barnes Sky North is the number 9 seed. And some other games going on across the region here tonight in girls hoops. Oaks at Sargent County on yourliveevent.com. Also, Richland at Barnes County North and Enderlin at Tri-State. Those are just some of the games that involve Region or District 1 girls basketball opponents. Josh Boyko on the call for you in Castleton for the Broncos of Lisbon going up against the Squirrels of Central Cass in Division A, Region 1 girls basketball. Take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll hear from Rylan Gutzmer of the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds. Also, we'll hear from Maple River's head coach Nathan Hoots. That's ahead of the starting lineups and the opening tip. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Started today. Back after this with our coaches' conversation here inside the Raider Dome on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from the Raider Dome in Tower City, it's Maple River and Wyndmere-Lidgerwood going up against each other in District 1 girls basketball. Joining us now, Nathan Hoots from Maple River. And Hoots, a really big week last week, a pair of top 10 wins against EKM and also against the Oaks Tornadoes on the road, which Oaks was a District 1 win on top of it. What do you hope to carry over from that week of basketball into this week where you have the Warbirds here tonight and Richland coming up on Friday?
Yeah, just carry a little bit of momentum. We had some positive momentum, positive vibes coming out of the EKM game. Going into Oaks, we were hoping we could kind of carry that over. It was a bit of a slog for a while. Wasn't terribly impressed with how we played, but a lot of times when you're not impressed with how your team plays, you come away with a loss. And, we found a way, which is kind of all that mattered, and kind of what I told the girls afterward is that it doesn't have to look pretty. Just battle, and sometimes a district road game is just difficult because you're on the road, and I think we were a little tight, a little tense, because we started to understand that, hey, maybe things can go our way here this year with how we played on Monday, and then just hoping for another positive result here tonight.
Going up against the Warbirds, it's another District 1 game, a team that you're very familiar with, and the old Region 1 Class B. You saw them, you didn't play them in the Barnes County tournament, so what stands out with you with a Coach Ryland team here for the Warbirds that'll present a challenge later tonight here, Hoots?
I tell you what, if you had to rank teams for how much they've improved since December at that Barnes County tournament, they would have to be way up there. Ryland's done a really nice job with this team. It didn't have terribly great results that they were probably impressed with or happy with in that Barnes County tournament, and that's the only games I got to see until probably about a week ago. But watching them on film, they've improved just immensely. Their outside shooting has improved. They have a decent amount of girls that do damage inside, and which could possibly expose our weakness, which is, defensive rebounding has been a problem for us. So we're going to have to make sure that we take care of it there, because we know that's going to be a challenge for us.
Two girls to talk about. One off the bench, Carly Hovelson, a freshman who can be a jitterbug in her own right, and Kiana Liebrud, who maybe doesn't get enough of the press clippings, but does a lot of stuff as a coach that you need on the floor. Let's talk about the senior first. What does Kiana bring to the squad here this season before we talk about Carly here, Hoots?
Well, Kiana has the single biggest basket of the entire season last week when she made that bucket with under 20 seconds left to stretch the lead to 4 against EKM. The presence of mind to know that she had an angle to get that layup to go down rather than pulling it out when I was kind of screaming at her to probably do that, but she saw something that I didn't, and you know what? A senior who's played in I would say well over 100 games in her career, deserves the opportunity to make that decision in that type of a moment, and she did a really good job, and I was really proud of her. Just beyond excited to see what she does with all of the experience that she has moving forward here, because we're going to play big game after big game here moving in the next 6 weeks.
And then Carly, just kind of what does she provide off the bench for the squad here this season?
Just constantly attacking the rim and pressure. She really enjoys when she comes in, understanding that she's the one that's fresh when she comes out, and you can tell as soon as the ball gets in her hand, she's immediately trying to attack and get to the rim and do whatever she can to put pressure on the defense, whether they play zone or man. She's such a smart kid, shoots it well, and just an absolutely tireless worker that extends my work day by at least a half hour every single night.
Hoots, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here this evening.
Appreciate the time. Thank you.
And again, Nathan Hoots, head coach of the Maple River Raiders, will continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this.
The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro wants to thank all of its members and everyone who played the course during this golf season. We appreciate all the local and area golfers who played our 9-hole course and look forward to seeing you again in the spring. Goose River Golf Club is just a short drive from Fargo and Grand Forks. Call 218-779-2658 for more information, or visit our website, gooserivergolfclub.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give DeWitt a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Tower City, it's Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds going up against the Maple River Raiders here today for Region 1, District 1 girls basketball. Joining us now, Rylan Gutzmer here, head coach for the Warbirds. And Rylan, we were just kind of saying middle part of January, we're about a month away before we get to that district tournament, so these games start meaning a little bit more as you have more district games kind of coming up on your schedule. And what do you want to see from your team for the last month of the regular season here before we get to that district tournament, Rylan?
Going back to now the districts, it's a fun time, it's a fun atmosphere, but obviously we want to peak in February. We got really 3 weeks, to go here with some tough ones, obviously, with one of them here tonight. But just looking to continue to improve on the things that we struggle with, taking care of the basketball at times, offensive efficiency, just some of those things. We don't really need to add a whole lot of what we have just to improve and get ready to go for down the stretch.
You mentioned Maple River. You saw them but didn't play them in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament about a month ago. So when you saw them in person or just seeing them on film, I guess what kind of stands out this year for the Raiders squad from your point of view here, Rylan?
First thing is Hoots has done a really good job with them. Hats off to him. What they were, 5-6 years ago, they've come a long ways, and what he's done has been impressive. But we obviously got to take care of the basketball, like I just said. We got to slow down Richmond, but she's going to do what she does, but we just got to be able to contain her. Hannig is going to be a big part of the rebounding and controlling the glass, and then obviously they have enough parts that they can hurt you too. So just playing a full 32-minute game and then making sure that we're not having any breakdowns or anything like that in the long run.
As you take a look at your squad here, Emerson Johnson, the 5'10 junior, 15 points, 4 rebounds. Her and Valerie Mendoza has had a nice season so far for the sophomore, nearing 10 points. And it seems like when I look at your squad here, Rylan, too, there's a handful of girls who have 3 steals, 4 steals, 2 steals. But let's talk about Emerson Johnson, just kind of what has she provided this Warbird team here this season?
Obviously some backbone to us. Obviously a leader for us on the court, probably the most experienced out of the group. Obviously somebody that knows the game very well, but can sometimes have those small mistakes that do hurt us. But we look to lean on her, which obviously teams are going to take away somehow. I'm guessing Hoots has a plan for her of some sort, but allowing her to still play her game, but still making sure she understands that it's still a 5-person, or all 5 on the court need to be on the same page, and everyone plays a role.
Final thing for you, Rylan, what have you liked about your defense here this season? As we mentioned, a lot of steals, a lot of transition buckets that get you some easy points. So what have you liked defensively about your squad this year?
I found out we're not limited, I guess. I've really been into the man aspect, and I know it starts there, but going to the 1-3-1 at times, or the 2-3, but especially a team like Maple River, we're going to have to switch it up. We can't let them get comfortable, but we can't get lazy at all just because we're in a zone. So I love that we can get out and transition. Obviously, this is a tough place to transition. So if we are able to transition, just still making sure that we can take care of the basketball, and if not, hey, we'll take a half-court set and go from there.
Rylan, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight against Maple River.
Hey, thank you.
That again, head coach for the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds, that is Rylan Gutzmer. We'll continue on our pregame show after this.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Final segment on our IRA Insurance pregame show here today from the Raider Dome for the Warbirds. After tonight, they will play hosting the Bulldogs of Sargent County in a District 1 game that'll be upcoming on Friday. Then make their way to Medina and Panger Buchanan on Saturday before traveling to Enderlin on Monday. So it'll be a very busy next couple of days for Rylan Gutzmer. After today, get a couple of practices in, then Friday through Monday, 3 games in 4 days. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, they as well will have the rest of the week off until Friday when they travel to Colfax to go up against the Ridgeland Colts in a District 1 game. Then on Monday, a week from tonight, they will host the Lobos of Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion before making their way to Tri-State on January 25th. The Warbirds averaging 49 points per game, defensively giving up 38. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood 1-3 on the season when their opposition scores 40 or more, while for the Maple River Raiders, they are averaging 54 contests, defensively giving up 45. For the Raiders, they're 0-3 when their opposition scores 63 or more points here on this season. The Warbirds 7-3 on the year, 2-1 in District 1. For the 6th-ranked Raiders, the Maple River 8-3 on the season and 2-0 in District 1 play. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by IRA Insurance. Go to IRAinsurance.com to get a free quote. Start today. Starting lineups and the opening tip is next here from the Raider Dome.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with IRA Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get IRA Insurance. Go to IRAinsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
As we get ready for the starting lineups here on YourLiveEvent.com for the visitors, head coach by Rylan Gutzmer, the Warbirds, they'll roll like this from Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Valerie Mendoza, 5'6" sophomore guard, averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds per game. Olivia Froelich, a 5'4" senior, averaging 5 points per game with 4 steals. Summer Steinhaus, a 5'8" junior forward, 6 points, 5 rebounds here for the junior. Emerson Johnson, the 5'10" junior guard, 19 points, 4 rebounds, alongside with 3 steals. And Samantha Dotson-Rod, the 5'10" junior forward, 3 points and 4 rebounds. Mendoza, Froelich, Steinhaus, Johnson, and Dotson-Rod. The Warbirds, head coached by Rylan Gutzmer, with a mark of 7 wins and 3 losses on the season. We turn our attention now to the Raiders of Maple River. Here, the 6th-rated team in Division B girls basketball, head coached by Nathan Hoots. They'll roll like this here for Maple River. Brielle Kaloran, the 5'10" junior forward, averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds for Kaloran. Iris Richmond, the 5'6" senior guard, 3 points and 4 rebounds. Violet Richmond, the 5'7" 8th grader, 14 points, 2 boards here for Violet. Addison Hannick, the 6' junior center, 10 points and 6 rebounds for Addison. And Kiana Leroux, the 5'5" senior guard, 2 points and 2 rebounds here for the Raiders. So again, Kaloran with a pair of Richmonds, and Iris and Violet. Hannig and Leroux for Maple River with a mark of 8 and 3 on the season here for the Raiders. With the win for Maple River, trying to get to 3-0 in District 1 play, while a win for the Warbirds, they're trying to improve to 3-1 and make a little bit more mercury up at the top. So far, teams undefeated. Sargent County 3-0 with Maple River and Richland at 2-0. The Warbirds at 2-1 with Oaks in a battle of that 4-5. The top 7 teams automatically make it to the District 1 tournament. The 8-9 will match up in a playing game. The 8 will host Barnes Sky North as they're playing a JV only for the majority of their schedule this season, so they are automatically the number 9 seed here in District 1. Warbirds in their black attire, while for the Raiders on their home whites. Hannig in the center circle against Dotson-Rod for 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes with you here tonight from the Raider Dome as we get this District 1 girls basketball and the week of January the 15th underway. Opening set here at 7:01, and we will have it out of play. And it will be, see if it's awarded basketball, as taking a look at who's going to handle the rock, and it will be the Warbirds here on the inbounds. So Wyndmere-Lidgerwood will open the chance here offensively with Valerie Mendoza, guarded by Kiana Leroux, man pressure defense. Ball goes to the baseline here as it gets skipped to Mendoza on the interior. There goes Johnson, spins, trying to get through a double, and Violet nearly got the steal. Olivia Froelich in the front court, back up top now to Emerson. Emerson looking for a ball screen, crosses over, leaves it on the bounce pass now to Summer Steinhaus. Between the rings with the shot clock making its way to single digits. Good hand there by Hannick to bat the ball away, and nearly a turnover here to Valerie Mendoza. Something that Ryland said in our pregame show of what needs to just continue to get better over the next month during the basketball season, and he alluded to just taking care of the ball. They can play defense, it's just getting those shots up as much as he can throughout a quality game. Mendoza gets the shot up before the horn and got it to go. Great defense from Maple River. Just a better shot from Mendoza. And the opening points on our City of Hope scoreboard goes to the Warbirds. And Wyndmere-Lidgerwood will switch it up with man 2-3 and a 1-3-1 throughout the evening as well. Maple River We'll see this in the front court with Kaloran. Gives it back up top to Violet. Violet with it at the top of the key to Kiana. 2-3 zone here by the Warbirds, and getting a steal is Mendoza. Mendoza looking to go coast to coast, and Violet does a good job hustling back and getting a steal in her own right. Up the floor to Kiana Leerud. Kiana back to Violet here at the top of the key. As Violet crossing over nearly and over and back. Hanig left-hand side to Iris, back to the top as it goes to Kaloran as they work it around the horn. Violet steps into a three for the lead. Halfway down, couldn't get it to go. Rebound underneath here, and we'll have a jump ball on the arrow. Will stay with Maple River. So for the Warbirds, they come out to a nice start of the contest with that Mendoza jumper. That's been the difference early on here in the quarter. This will be a right wing three-pointer. Got it! Kiana Leerud, this senior guard, gives Maple River their first lead of the contest. Up top with the basketball, Summer Steinhaus looks for a cutting Johnson on the flex cut here for the Warbirds. They will work it around the horn. Mendoza at the right wing, crossing over back to Johnson. Emerson Crow hop through the paint off the window. Can't get the shooter's roll on a board at Kaloran her first. Kaloran to Kiana. Kiana will come up with the basketball, looking for Hanig. Up and over. Great defense by Dotson to get back defensively. Now it's Froelich. Olivia in the front court here. Backs it out to the baseline. Up and over on the pass to Mendoza as they work it around the horn. Man pressure defense here by Maple River as the Warbirds will give it to Mendoza. Inside. Here comes a little weak double. Bounce pass across the paint. Jumper no good by Summer Steinhaus. Offensive board by Dotson. And we're having a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with the Warbirds. Hovelson to check into the game for the first time tonight. As Kiana will check out at the 5:43 mark here. Warbirds to inbound the basketball as they will handle it. Left-hand side to Johnson. Johnson on the baseline. Bounce pass to Steinhaus. Around up top now to Froelich. Froelich gives it to Mendoza, and there will be turnover number 2 for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Warbirds with 2, the same for the Raiders in that category. And someone is snapping a 3-game winning streak here tonight. Violet Richmond here in the backcourt. Finds Hovelson. Hovelson bounce pass left-hand side to Iris. Back to Hovelson. Hovelson jumper from 13 feet. Might have been partially deflected. Gets the second chance eventually to Hanig for 2. Addison Hanig, 2 points and a rebound here. Richmond gets a steal in the backcourt. Violet teardropper, no. Iris, her sister, gets the offensive board, and there'll be a foul on the Warbirds. Foul will be on Summer Steinhaus, her first, team's first of the contest. That's for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Seeing them kind of switch up so far, mainly between that 2-3 zone and looking to trap when either they make a bucket or if it's a out of bounds and a full court pressure defense here for the Warbirds. Violet, right wing, she'll launch, she'll shoot, and she'll score. Violet Richmond with the triple and becomes the 3rd different Raider in the scoring column. Dotson bounce pass to Froelich. Froelich hits the deck, able to spin, and will have a foul on Violet. Violet will pick up her first, team's first for Maple River. For the Warbirds, their losses against Ellendale, Valley City Junior Varsity, and Sargent County. For Maple River, their losses against Northern Cass, Oak Grove, and Mayport CG on this season. As Johnson goes to the baseline, gets the shot up and good. Emerson Johnson with their first field goal of the night, and will have a foul trying to cut off the sideline. There's Summer. That'll be her second and the team's second. Raiders up by 4, and we'll see a substitution is coming in the game. Will be Taylor Buckholtz, the 5'6" senior forward here for the Warbirds. I'll continue in this 2-3 zone. Iris skips it left-hand side. Violet on the skip to launch the 3 off the back of the rim, and a rebound comes down to Mendoza, her first of the contest. Warbirds looking for a bucket and to get it back to a one-possession game. Mendoza near sideline to Johnson. Emerson's going to make her way down the baseline. Gives it left-hand side. Buckholtz jumper off the back of the rim, and a board comes down to Hovelson, her first. Carly in the front court, up and over in the pass to Kaloran. Kaloran triple. Team finds Hanig on the inside. Left-handed layup for 2. Edison Hanig now with 4 points, and Violet Richmond gets a steal, and ball will be out of play off the Warbirds. Emerson Johnson. Claire Irie into the contest, the 5'8" sophomore forward. Also back in is Kiana. Clare averaging a couple points and rebounds per game this season as the Raiders match their largest lead. Find a cutting Violet Richmond. Teardropper in the paint for 2. Violet now with 5 points. Give the assist to Hanning, and the Raiders are up by 8. Emerson Johnson interior pass to Dotson-Rod. Kick out Mendoza left of the key. High arching Rainbow. Can't get it to go on a board to Violet Richmond. Richmond in the front court to Kiana. Kiana leaves it across the baseline to Hovelson, and there's a foul on the floor. Froelich will pick up the foul, her first, team's third. And right now the Raiders getting out in transition against this Warburg club early here in this first quarter. Fresh 35 on our City of Hope scoreboard. Kiana Leroux to Richmond. Richmond leaves it back to Kiana. Left wing, high arching Rainbow 3. Buries another one for the Raiders. Kiana with her second triple of the game, in Maple River with their first double-digit lead here at 11. Froelich in the front court to Mendoza. Mendoza looking inside as they leave it now to Buckholtz. 15-footer got it to go. Buckholtz with it, and they want a timeout. Warbirds will get the timeout here as Taylor Buckholtz gets the 2-pointer. Timeout on the floor, and our City Hope scoreboard. Raiders lead it by 9.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
High school basketball here today with 3:12 left to play in this opening quarter. Maple River largest lead of the game at 15-4. Buckholtz got the 2-pointer for the Warbirds as they currently have 3 players in the scoring column. The Raiders right now, a couple Kiana Leroux triples has helped extend this game to 9 right now for Maple River. Irie with it at the right wing, works it around the horn now to Richmond. Richmond right-hand side to Kiana. Kiana gives it to Irie. Claire looking for a teammate, finds Violet. Violet, teardropper from 12 off the front iron. Ball tapped out right in the hands of Dotson-Rod. Her second rebound of the game. Warbirds, we'll see this one with Olivia. Froelich finds Johnson, guarded by Hovelson. Johnson spinning at the high post, making her way through. Leaves it to Mendoza. Nice backdoor cut on the fun. Wide open for 2 is going to be Buckholtz. Mendoza with the nice assist, and Taylor Buckholtz now has 4. Another stop for the Warbirds on a score. They're back within 2 possessions. Irie left wing. There's a pickpocket steal for Mendoza. Mendoza slows it up now for the Warbirds. Finds Dotson-Rod. Dotson-Rod to Buckholtz. She has the hot hand block by Violet Richmond. And eventually it'll come down to Kiana Leroux. Up to Violet. Nice little step through for 2. Violet faked the pass. Finger roll layup. She's got 7. Violet doing it all there defensively with the block shot. He eventually finishes with the 2 points. Froelich making her way to the paint. Now to Buckholtz. Extra 5. Mendoza around the horn. Open. Emerson Johnson. She'll launch off the front iron. Ball tapped out. And eventually in the hands of Jada Von Bank. But she was having her right foot out of play. Substitution for the Warbirds as Jurdy will check in. 2 points and 4 rebounds so far here this season for the 5'11 junior. Warbirds getting it before the 5 call here. Dotson-Rod to Johnson. Johnson on the interior off the right fingertips of Maria. And the Warbirds will have turnover number 6 of the contest. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood and the Maple River Raiders here on YourLiveEvent.com. Both teams again will play on Friday. The Warbirds hosting the Bulldogs, another top 10 ranked team in the state, while Maple River will make their way to Richland. Hovelson, left wing 3, Splash City. Hovelson with the triple. That's the 4th 3-pointer here for Maple River in the quarter. Other side of the floor, Buckholtz off the side of the backboard, can't get it to go. Kiana with the rebound. Leroux in the front court here at the left wing. Leroux to the left elbow, teardropper on the runner, and a rebound comes down to Jurdy. Warbirds, we'll see this with Johnson. Johnson in the front court for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, leaves it to Froelich. Froelich with the shot fake. Froelich to the paint off the window, good for 2. Olivia Froelich with her first field goal of the evening. Warbirds answer back within 10. Can they cut it to single digits before the quarter ends? Von Bank baseline runner. Rebound in the interior here for the Warbirds. Eventually will be won by the aforementioned Olivia Froelich. Up the floor, ball at a play, and then we'll have a foul on Holverson going for the ball. Foul will be on Carly, her first, team second. Just 5 fouls combined so far in the opening quarter as Killorn will check in the game for Violet. And if you're the Warbirds, it will reset the shot clock as well. They can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they desire. Warbirds with Olivia here. Froelich to Emerson Johnson. Johnson looking to back down Holverson. Up top, Dotson route around the horn as they work it with Froelich. Jumper going to be long. Rebound out of play and towards Maple River. Good box by Jada Von Bank to get it out of the outstretched hands of Jurdy. Killorn in front court. Here goes Holverson. Carly left wing three-pointer. Off the back of the rim. Rebound here by Jurdy, her second. And the Warbirds with 5 seconds. Froelich with it. Up and over on the pass to Johnson. Turnaround jumper off the back of the rim. And that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. On our City of Hope scoreboard, Maple River leads it by 10.
It was October 1st, 2009. We needed some machinery for the farm. We decided to see if we could become a dealer, and that's kind of grown into what it's been today.
We offer basically anything short line. Seed tenders, fertilizer spreaders, sprayers. We can really set ourselves apart by the knowledge we have in those things, by the amount of units we have on hand at all times.
I just have a passion for helping people, getting to know people. It just becomes a lot of fun.
High school basketball today here on YourLiveEvent.com on our City of Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota from job listings and housing options. You can search HopeND.com. That again is HopeND.com. Maple River led by the 7 of Violet Richmond, the 6 by Kiana Leroot, and the 4 threes in the opening quarter as a team. For the Warbirds, they were led by the 4 points of Taylor Buckholtz off the bench here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Holverson, ball gets tapped out in the hands of Richmond. That's Irish, now Killorn. Bounce pass Holverson, right wing. Holverson inside. Nice floater. Can't get it to go. Offensive putback, no. Ball still loose, and eventually Holverson will corral another one. Offensive rebounds. Irie, left-hand side, finds Irish. Left wing three. Can't get it. And Holverson battling for it again on the inside, and it'll go out of play off of Froelich. So if you're the Warbirds right now, rebounding and giving second chance opportunities for the Raiders, starting to become a little bit more of a problem on this possession as Mendoza quickly checks back into the game for the Warbirds. Killorn, right of the key, takes the ball screen. Nice little slip to Hanig, who rips it through, and we'll have a foul. Foul will be on the floor. We'll see who it's called on, as he had a couple of claws on the basketball there for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Foul will come across here on Froelich. That's her second. So you have 2 on Steinhaus, 2 on Olivia here for the Warbirds. Nice little slip screen to Hanig. Getting the screen there is Bree, and Hanig finishes for 2. She's got 6. Mendoza leads it the other side of the floor, left of the key. Warbirds will swing this one out to Johnson. Emerson looking for a teammate, eventually stolen away. Here goes Holverson, and Emerson gets the ball right back. Johnson right to the rim, off for an and one. And we're going to get the and one opportunity as Hanig will get called for the foul. That'll be her first, team's first, and one opportunity here for the Warbirds with Emerson Johnson. So 4 points, a chance for the and one opportunity. Johnson, a third of the way. Make that a fourth of the way of where she normally scores in terms of 19 points, and the Raiders will give it right back. So if you're the Warbirds now, kind of been hanging around that 8 to 10 point margin where you've been trailing. All of a sudden, if you get a 3 here, another and one, it's back to a 2-possession game here. in the second quarter. Ball goes up top. Froelich trying to find Jurdy on the inside, skips it to Mendoza inside Steinhaus. Now to Froelich, left wing. She'll launch the three off the front iron board. Comes down to Kaloran, her second. Look at Bree run. Bree right to the 10. Left-handed layup for two. Kaloran with her first field goal of the evening for the Raiders. Warbirds with Froelich in the front court. Froelich sees this one, looking for a cutting teammate. Hovelson jumps to passing lane, now to Johnson. Johnson, right-hand side, Jurdy. Back to Mendoza, steps into a three. Mendoza, bingo! Valerie Mendoza with her 16th made triple of the season to lead the Warbirds, and it's back down to that 8-point margin. Irie, high post touch, high-low game, Hanig to Kaloran. There's a foul before the shot. This will be on the Warbirds in their second of the quarter. This foul will be on Froelich, and that spells trouble. It's her third. So Bryn Williams, the 5'4 junior, will come into the game for the Warbirds. For Maple River, Violet Richmond returns. Also back on the floor with Kiana Lee, Rude, Iris, Kaloran, and Hanig. Hanig asking for the basketball and unable to finish. Good little look. Mendoza clears the window here, but Violet Richmond is there on the defense, and they'll get a timeout off the steal for the Maple River Raiders. Nathan Hoots wants his first timeout in our first half of play. Raiders with the ball. We come back up by 8.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
High school hoops today from the Raider Dome in Tower City. Make sure you stay tuned to our halftime show. Take a look at the first half numbers, recap what happened in the opening 16 minutes. That and more as the officials will talk it over and see, was it underneath in terms of where the timeout was granted, or will it be on the sideline in front of the Warbirds bench? And they will say it's on the sideline in front of the Warbirds bench here with Kaloran. Violet with the basketball as they set up the offense. Lee Rude to Richmond, to Iris, the other Richmond. Now back to Violet. Violet back to Kaloran. Jumper from the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Eventually tousled for, and the arrow will favor the Warbirds. Maple River in the first quarter with 20 points, while for the Warbirds they had 10. Warbirds got down by 12. As Maple River trying to put some separation between themselves and the Warbirds, but every time they try to do so, the Warbirds have had the answer here, particularly in the second quarter. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood trying to get it to a two-possession game with a made bucket. Here's a jumper that would help. This one will be off by Williams. Rebound here to Iris Richmond, her second. Iris in the front court, little 3-on-3, finds Violet for a moment as Mendoza was going for a steal. Inside, nice little spin and clear for Hanig. Addison Hanig had her defender on her back hip. Nice spin to the baseline as she has 8. Up and over on the pass goes Johnson. Emerson, right wing, three-pointer off the front of the rim, and Kaloran corrals the rebound. Bree bounce pass across the paint, and this will be off the hands of Iris Richmond. Maple River with the win would improve to 9-3 on the season, while for the Warbirds with the win, they would improve to 8-3 overall on the year. Warbirds see this one in the front court to Bryn Williams. Skips it now to Johnson. Right wing, she'll launch, she'll shoot, and she'll score. Emerson Johnson, 6 points in the quarter, 8 in the game to lead the floor for the Warbirds, who are back now within 7. Kaloran other side to Hanig. Right wing for the answer, 3, and she got it to go. Addison Hanig in double digits with 11. Mendoza sees this. Up and over on the pass now to Johnson. Emerson making her way to the baseline. Shot going to be partially deflected. Hanig collects the rebound. Kiana to Violet to Kaloran. That's how you're on the floor for 2. Bree now with 4 points and a timeout for Rylan Gutzmer. The ball barely hit the deck. Nice passing for the Raiders as they're back up by 12.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Join us at the Avalon Event Center in Fargo, North Dakota, January 17th for Winter Conference 2024. You'll hear from precision planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. This year will also include a question and answer session with local growers sharing their experiences. Winter Conference 2024, January 17th at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. To register, visit planterdoc.com.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Great transition offense there for the Raiders. Forces Coach Rylan Gutzmer to take its second time out of the first half. Warbirds down by 12. Mendoza in the front court. Ball deflected. Eventually it'll be with Johnson. Now to Williams. Williams skips it to Valerie. She'll shoot a three on the way. This will be no good. And a rebound here to Hanig, her third. Other side of the floor goes Richmond. Violet behind the back, high post touch, Killorn, jump, nope, making a nice pass to Hennig for two. She was going to go up with it, and instead she makes the unselfish play. Edison Hennig with a baker's dozen, and there's a steal by Violet. Richmond for the 2 points. Richmond now with 9. Points in transition, largest lead of the game here for Maple River at 35-19 with 3:30 left to play in the opening half. Raiders now with a 15-point quarter where the Warbirds have 9. Warbirds 24-16 with 6:25 left to play in the half. That's as close as it's been here. Last handful of minutes as the Warbirds will now be in double digits in turnovers. Addison Hanig averaging 10 points per contest. She's going to add to it already here in the half. She's got 6 field goals, 13 points. Here for Hanig. Ball goes left-hand side back up top. As we'll have a reach across the way on Emerson. Johnson's first team's third of the quarter. Maple River just has 1. So both teams with at least a foul to give before we talk about the bonus. Going on the baseline, Iris will shoot the 3. Long rebound here comes down to Buchholz. And we'll see a traveling violation for the Warbirds. Rylan Gutzmer's hit it right on the head, talking on our pregame show, saying, got to minimize the turnovers, trying to find different variations to slow down Maple River here at the Raider Dome. Did a pretty good job in the first quarter, but everything going through Hanig here in the second. Will be a turnover on Maple River, their 7th. Can Emerson go coast to coast? Emerson left-handed, no. Rebound on the inside for Iris, her 3rd. Outlet pass goes up the floor to Killorn. Killorn right-handed, layup for 2. Bree now with 6 points. It's been the Bree and Addison show here in the second quarter of play. Front court, Steinhaus to the baseline here. Ball gets skipped to Emerson. Emerson to the free throw line. Jumper on the way, partially deflected by Hanig. It'll come through the hands of Iris Richmond. Hovelson in the front court. As she leaves it right-hand side to Iris, back to Hovelson as they reverse it to Violet. Violet on the baseline, nice little step through. Can't get the shot to go, stays with it, however. And we'll see a jump ball in the arrow will stay with Maple River. Substitution as Von Bank will come in for Hanig as Maple River will go with a little bit more of a guard-oriented lineup where Von Bank and Killorn will kind of play that 4 or 5 spot. Cutting is Iris right to the tin. Right-handed layup rattling out. Rebound here to the Warbirds. Steinhaus grabs the rebound here. Warbirds looking to get off that 19 mark with Emerson Johnson in the front court. Now Mendoza. Mendoza looking for a teammate, finds Johnson. This would help. 3-pointer banked in. Emerson Johnson banks in a 3. Her 2nd triple of the game. 11 in the quarter. Make that 9 in the quarter. 11 in the game for Johnson. Hovelson gives it to Richmond. Iris can't get it to go. Offensive putback. No, Von Bank with another crack at it here. Here's a 3 for Hovelson. Ball out of play and tap towards the Warbirds. We've seen this a couple of times in this zone where Maple River has had second and third chance opportunities. As Jurdy will check in for the Warbirds here, Summer Steinhaus will check out, but if you're Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, and you get another field goal here, get a stop, try to make it a 12-point, maybe a 10-point game before the half. Give yourself very realistic chance, but Kaloran wants to get a steal and go the other side of the floor to Violet Richmond, and then Emerson Johnson throws it off for Richmond for a turnover. Emerson kind of levitated in the air, saw Violet and said, well, I'm going out of bounds, so let's throw it off your right knee and see if you can catch it. Full court pressure defense will continue. A little 1-3-1 here for Maple River. Raiders will have some new digs for fans coming out to Tower City next year with the completion of their new athletic facility, as it'll be a full court dimension basketball court. This one a little bit shorter. Emerson Johnson between the rings, skips it right-hand side. Here goes Buckholz, pass on the interior to Jurdy. Jurdy gets fouled in the act of shooting. As Jurdy goes to free throw line, foul will come on Kaloran. Her first, team second. For the Warbirds, this will be their second and third free throw opportunities of the evening. Free throw attempt by Jurdy on the first is going to be off the front iron in a ball game that's 27 minutes old so far here from the Raider Dome. Second free throw attempt by Jurdy is good. So Jurdy goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They cut that deficit to 14 as Maple River here with Kiana Leroot up and over the pass to Hovelson. Nice swing. Violet Richmond, left pocket, 3. Halfway down, rebound comes down to Jurdy, her third for the contest. Mendoza in the front court. Nice pass to Johnson. Johnson looking for a teammate to Buckholz. There's Hovelson with the steal. Hovelson to Violet Richmond. Violet right-handed layup for 2. Violet Richmond now at the 11 and the second Raider in double digits. Mendoza sees this one to Jurdy. Skips now to Emerson. Emerson to the baseline. Buckholz thought about a jumper. Working around the horn here, about a half-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Valerie Mendoza dribble pullback, yes sir! Valerie Mendoza now with 8, her second 3, and the Warbirds are back within a baker's dozen. Hovelson, left-hand side of the baseline to Violet, now to Kiana. Violet on the left wing to Leroot. Inside Kaloran. Kaloran finds Violet with 2 seconds. 1, good if it goes. That'll go long, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. Entertaining opening 16 minutes here tonight from the Raider Dome. Coming up, we'll get to our halftime show. Maple River leads it by 13 on your liveevent.com.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Here's a news service from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment is now providing farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. Talk with Joey, 218-784-2961. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. You can mix and match lubricants. Requires a minimum 100 gallons per lubricant. Minimum total order 200 gallons or more. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants now offered from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we come back here on our halftime show from the Raider Dome in Tower City, Maple River leads it by 13 points. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Maple River with 20 points in the first quarter, 19 in the second. For the Warbirds, 10 points in the opening 8 minutes and 16 in the second. Here's how the first half numbers look so far for both of these squads. Maple River, 5 players in the scoring column. They've yet to shoot a free throw, but they've made 5 threes in the game, 4 in the first quarter, 1 in the second. Currently out-rebounding the Warbirds by 9 as well at 19-10. For the Warbirds, 5 players in the scoring column. They've hit 4 threes all in the second quarter, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Warbirds with 13 turnovers compared to the 8 of Maple River. Individual numbers go like this. Violet Richmond with 11 points, 2 rebounds and a 3. Violet again with 11. Addison Hannick leading the floor with 13 points, 9 in the second, has 3 rebounds. Hannick again with 13 and Violet Richmond with 11. 6 points for Kiana Leerud right off the bat with a pair of threes in the opening first quarter. And then Brielle Kaloran with 6 points and 3 boards. And Carly Hovelson with 3 points, 4 rebounds for Maple River. For the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, 11 points for Emerson Johnson, 9 in the second quarter. She had a old school 3-point opportunity with the end one, then a pair of threes. 8 points for Valerie Mendoza. She has 2 threes in the game with a pair of rebounds. 4 points for Taylor Buckholtz. You have 2 points for Olivia Froelich and a point and 3 rebounds off the bench for Jurdy. Again, the Warbirds led by the 11 for Emerson Johnson, the 8 of Mendoza, while for the Raiders led by the 13 of Addison Hannig and the 11 points of Violet Richmond. Maple River, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, District 1 girls basketball will continue on our halftime show after this. We'll let you know where both teams are heading off to next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
So take a look at some other games across the way tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. Simply go to our website or go to our YouTube page by searching Your Live Event. You can hit subscribe and check out some other games going on. Thompson, Devils Lake, and Division A boys basketball, 4-3 Firebirds in a rock fight in the opening 4.5 minutes. From there, Oaks, Sargent County, and girls hoops. Sargent County 15, the Oaks Tornadoes 10 with 2 minutes left to play in the opening quarter in girls basketball. And also tonight in girls hoops, you have Lisbon and Central Cass. That game just about ready to get underway in Castleton. So again, that is some of the games across the region here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. That and more by simply going again to YourLiveEvent.com. For the Maple River Raiders, after this game concludes, they will make their way to Richland for another District 1 contest on Friday before returning home against the Lobos of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood on Monday. While for the Warbirds, they will host Sargent County on Friday, and then a busy week at Medina Bingri Buchanan on Saturday, and then going to Enderlin a week from tonight. The Warbirds, again, led by the 11 points of Emerson Johnson. For the Raiders, led by the 13 points of Addison Hanning. Maple River trying to improve to 3-0 in District 1 play, while for the Warbirds trying to improve to 3-1 in District 1 play. Last season, Warbirds went 9-13, so they're 2 wins away from at least matching what they did, and we're just past the midway point. Well, for Maple River, coming off a season where they went 13-8 overall, trying to improve upon that here this season. Second half action next from the Ringer Dome in Tower City.
The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro wants to thank all of its members and everyone who played the course during this golf season. We appreciate all the local and area golfers who played our 9-hole course and look forward to seeing you again in the spring. Goose River Golf Club is just a short drive from Fargo and Grand Forks. Call 218-779-2658 for more information, or visit our website, gooserivergolfclub.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
High school hoops here on YourLiveEvent.com. Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here on YourLiveEvent.com for high school basketball here this evening. Maple River and the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood as we get you slated for second half action from the Raider Dome. If you're the Warbirds, try to make it a single-digit game before you get to the fourth quarter. That's what you want to keep yourself within a little bit better striking distance. Even 13 points is not unbearable, just 1 or 2 more possessions where you got to go up and down the floor. Well, if you're Maple River, that's where Nathan Hoots would say put the pedal to the metal a little bit more and see if you can balloon this one up to 20 before you kind of get to that fourth quarter. Raiders come out with a 1-3-1 zone. We'll see how the Warbirds respond. Emerson Johnson's pass right-hand side to Steinhaus. Skips it up top to Mendoza. Extra pass now to Froelich. Also on the floor here you have Dotson Rod. That's their original starting 5. Ball goes to the baseline here on the Steinhaus turnover as Hannah gets the steal. Kiana with Violet Richmond, Kaloran, and Iris Richmond. Violet wants a 3 off the iron. Backside rebound here to Emerson Johnson. Other side, Emerson gets the ball back as they work it now to Olivia. Froelich bounce pass right-hand side off the foot of Iris Richmond, and it will stay with the Warbirds. A little change here for the first time tonight. We've seen Maple River go a little 1-3-1 zone, and we've talked to both coaches before the game saying that they would see some different things between the two clubs, and there's a triple for Olivia Froelich. Her 5th 3 of the contest, and the Warbirds are back within 10. Kiana Leroot here at the top. Kiana looking to reverse it now to Violet. Violet at the right wing with the pass to Kaloran. Ball deflected. Kaloran jumper, baseline, can't get it to go on a rebound. Great board here for Olivia. Also a 1-3-1 zone by the Warbirds. Olivia driving kick, Mendoza shot fake. Here comes a double, finds it on the baseline. Froelich skip up top, Johnson. Back now to Mendoza around the horn. Here's a right pocket three. Long rebound though for Summer Steinhaus. Pops a pass to Dotson, right off the window for two. It's a 5-0 run to start the game here for the Warbirds in this second half, that is. Kiana Learud right-hand side to Richmond. Richmond will handle the rock to the baseline. Kiana skips it now to Violet. Violet jumper from 14 feet off the side of the rim and another board to Froelich. Olivia season in the front court. Warbirds want another bucket. Instead, they'll get a turnover with Kaloran out of play. They'll be off the Warbirds. Warbirds land on the opening possession of the game with the Mendoza jumper for two. Excuse me, it'll be Warbirds basketball, so negate the turnover. But they haven't led since then, and we have yet to have a tie here today. Right-handed side. Warbirds on the interior. Steinhaus lost it, regains possession. Dotson Rod, another jumper. Can't get it to go on a board to Iris Richmond, her six. Now to Violet. Violet with the little Euro step across the paint for two. Violet Richmond, how do you do? Now with 13. Kind of levitated there for a moment. Back to a double-digit lead. Emerson Johnson to the baseline. Olivia nearly went out of bounds with her back heel. Olivia now to Mendoza. Mendoza will work it with it here. Skips it to left-hand side. Warbirds back up top to Olivia. Froelich finds it as this one goes to the baseline. Valerie with 8 seconds on the shot clock to Dotson Rod. Dotson Rod gets the shot off. Rebound here to Kaloran, her fourth. Bree finds Hanig as the Raiders will quickly go in transition. Violet Richmond left pocket three. No rebound. Put back Hanig. Yes. Hanig 15 points, 4 rebounds, and she has a chance to make it 16 at the free throw line. Foul on the Warbirds. They're 7th as a team. 3 of them from Summer Steinhaus and 3 of them by Olivia Froelich. Well, for Maple River, they have 4 fouls so far here this evening. Hanig trying to get to 16 points, and she does. That's the first free throw of the game for Maple River, as well as Hovelson will check in as Iris Richmond will check out of the contest. Raiders up by 13 here as the Warbirds got it within single digits to 8. Now it's back to what it was at halftime at 44-31. So a little 5-0 run back here for Maple River, and we'll have a foul on the Raiders. This could be on Violet Richmond. It will be her second, team's first of the quarter. And the Warbirds will inbound the basketball here with Taylor Buchholz. Buchholz on the baseline, slips a pass right-hand side to Emerson. Johnson gives it in the hands of Violet Richmond on the baseline. Driving kick, Emerson Johnson, left wing three. It was halfway down, rattling out. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it will be Warbirds basketball. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood with 3 timeouts remaining for Nathan Hoots and the Raiders. They have 4, as Irie will spell Kiana Learud. Warbirds to inbound the basketball here, as they will. Right-hand side to Froelich. Gives it now to Mendoza. Mendoza, jumper from 10, follows her own shot and corrals it here for the Warbirds. Mendoza looking for it on the interior. Here comes a double. Eventually it's a steal for Kaloran. Up the other side of the floor, Violet Richmond off the window, good for 2. Violet Richmond with 15. Hanig has 16. That's 31 of the Raiders' 46 points. They've been a 1-2 combination here tonight. On the interior, Dotson Rod. This one goes off the hands of Valerie. Now to Olivia. Froelich. Froelich making her way. Splits a pair of Raiders. Ball deflected, and Olivia will get another rebound. Back to Valerie, around the horn, Emerson. She'll spot it up, shoot it, three-pointer, and burying it. Emerson Johnson with the triple. She's got 14 points and second chance opportunities for the Warbirds, who are back within 12 on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Timeout here on the floor for the Warbirds with Ryland Gutzmer. Big time three for Emerson Johnson to make it a 12-point contest. Warbirds coming out here as they give it to Hovelson. Now the Raiders will see it up and over on the pass to Hovelson to Kaloran. Kaloran sees his zone pressure defense making her way, lost it on the way up, tries to keep with it, does her fifth rebound, eventually taken away here from the Warbirds, and will have a foul. Good little steal by Dotson-Rod. Foul will come on Hanig, her team second of the quarter, and just kind of, as we mentioned, been hanging around for a majority of either a 8-point margin or about to a 12-point margin here for the Warbirds out in front. Every time one team gets a 5-0-6 run, it's immediately answered with 4 or 5 points from the opposition. Nice crossover by Valerie, but then she'll bring that pivot foot with her, and that'll be a traveling violation. As Ryland Gutzmer just says, coming to that jump stop from the Warbirds' perspective. They have 8 points in the quarter, while for Maple River they have 7. Irie, left wing, thinking about a three. She'll shoot, and she'll hit one off the back iron. Rebound here to Emerson Johnson, her fifth. And Johnson tries to go coast to coast, lost it on her way up, bats the ball out of bounds in the hands of Hovelson. Hovelson goes behind the back. Warbirds get back well defensively. Good steal by Buchholz, and the 10th turnover for Maple River. Warbirds bringing the front court here with Olivia Froelich. Froelich with it between the circles. Right-hand side to Buchholz. At the right wing, looking for a cutting teammate. Finds Johnson on this flex offense here. Froelich uses up her dribble. Bounce pass to Dotson-Rod. Dotson-Rod finds Olivia. Olivia inside the paint. Nice bounce pass. Buchholz, 15-footer, and she buries another one. Taylor Buchholz with 6 points off the bench. All field goals from that exact same spot. Violet Richmond to Irie. Irie, high post touch to Kaloran. Back to Violet here, as posting up is Hanig on the inside. Violet interior looking for Hanig. Eventually there's a steal. Emerson Johnson will corral it. Nice defense there by Dotson-Rod. Right hand side to Froelich. Froelich back for Emerson Johnson. Hovelson looking for a steal and gets one. Hovelson making her way, and she gets fouled as Mendoza picks up her first and the team's second, as Hovelson, a 70% free throw shooter, goes to line to shoot 2. Warbirds continue to battle here so far in this contest. Got down 15-4 at one point. Free throw attempt by Hovelson is good. Largest lead of the game for Maple Rivers at 16. Substitutions as Jurdy comes back into the game. Also Summer Steinhaus here for the Warbirds. Kaloran will check out, as coming in the game will be Iris Richmond here for Maple River. Second free throw attempt for Hovelson. 2 for 2 for the freshman, now with 5. Warbirds with Mendoza. Leaves it now to Olivia Froelich. Froelich at the right wing. Free throw line extended. Looking for Mendoza here at the right of the key. Valerie trying to find a teammate on the inside. Jurdy. Jurdy spins now to Froelich. Olivia got the shot up on a foul here on Hanig. And Hanig will get called for her third. That's a team's third of the quarter as well. Both right now doing a pretty good job in terms of, not horrible in terms of foul situations for a majority. Froelich to the free throw line, missing. Warbirds 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Maple River 3 on Hanig, 2 on Richmond. That's Violet. For the Warbirds, 3 with Froelich and 3 with Steinhaus, and that's it for the foul situation right now. Olivia, second. Going to be long. Rebound here to Hovelson. Holveston will get her 5th rebound. Now to Kiana Learud. At the top of the key, left-hand side of Holveston. Back to Kiana around the horn. Now Richmond. Violet with it. Nice little drive, but it hits the bottom of the backboard and will be out of play here on the pass by Violet. If you're the Warbirds, it's back to the same old position as what we've kind of said throughout. Try to get it to single digits before the quarter. Give yourself a better chance to come back and get a 5-0-6-0 run and put some pressure on the Raiders going the fourth quarter. Well, if you're Maple River, you get the 5-0-6-0 run. That might be enough to give you some insurance. Left elbow jumper. Steinhaus got it to go. Summer with her first made field goal of the game for the Warbirds, and they're starting 5-all in the scoring column. Violet, pass across the paint, turnover on Maple River. And the Warbirds bringing it up the floor with Froelich, now to Mendoza. Nice little find to Buckholz. Interior looking for Jurdy, comes across the way. Steinhaus, yes! Summer back-to-back field goals. The Warbirds are back within single digits. Kiana Learud looking for Violet. Now to Holveston. Holveston drive, corrals, leaves it left-hand side. Violet, three-pointer, no. Backside board here to Taylor Buckholz, her second. Warbirds want to push it in transition with Froelich. Here comes a double. Froelich trying to get out of the double. Jurdy now to Steinhaus. Steinhaus across the way to Buckholz. Jumper, got it! Taylor Buckholz now has 8. And don't look now, it's a 2-possession game. Who's got the run? Warbirds got the run. It's a 6-0 run. Kiana Learud, right wing, will take the ball screen here. Kiana to the baseline, Irie. Irie regains the possession now to Holveston. Holveston, top of the key, left-hand side, Violet. Violet leaves it now to Irie. She'll launch, high-arching rainbow, tickles a twine. Irene with her first made field goal of the contest. Full court pressure defense. Mendoza with 3, up and over on the pass. They get the shot off, will be short here with Steinhaus. And at the end of 3 quarters, the Warbirds got it to single digits. It's 51-42 Raiders on your liveevent.com.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com. Warbirds with a 16-12 third quarter to get them within 9. We'll see how big that Irie 3 will be as this one continues, as the Warbirds got it to 6. Holveston wants a 3. That one rattling out. Rebound tapped out eventually. It will be Maple River basketball as you have a couple bodies hitting the deck. Hanig right-hand side to Holveston. Back to Kaloran. Here's Bree. Finds Kiana. Eventually will be a steal and a foul. Kiana will pick up the foul, her first, team's first. But again, the Warbirds got it to 48-42 with about 45 seconds left in the quarter, and then that Irie three-pointer. We'll see how large that comes right now. Johnson, bounce pass across the paint. Kiana Learud gets the turnover on the steal. Kiana in the front court finds Iris Richmond at the baseline. Holveston to Iris. Bounce pass right baseline. Kaloran with a shot fake. Nice pass on the interior to Hennig, who gets fouled and nearly got the and one. Hennig 16 points, 4 rebounds here. Foul across the way on the Warbirds with Summer. Steinhaus will pick up her 4th and the team's first of the quarter. As Hennig goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. First of 2 free throws on the way is good now with 17. Substitution as Olivia will check in here for Summer. Warbirds led by the 14 of Emerson Johnson. Raiders led by the 17 here of Hannig. Second free throw attempt for Addison, and they got it. So all of a sudden now a 5-0 run for the Raiders to get back up by 11. Froelich in the front court with it between the circles. Left-hand side, Mendoza. Mendoza on the pass to Jurdy here. Jurdy doubled on the baseline as Dotson run now to Emerson. Johnson making her way to the paint, and we will get a foul, and Emerson will toe the line for 2. Warbirds 2 of 5 from the free throw line, while for Maple River they're 5 of 5 from the stripe. Iris Richmond will collect the foul, her first, team second of the quarter. Emerson gets the first now with 15, making her way closer to her season average of nearly 20 points a night. Second free throw attempt for Emerson is good as well, now with 16. The Warbirds back within 9. Kiana Leerud in the front court for Maple River. Now to Richmond, baseline here to Kaloran, to Iris as they work it to Kiana. Holvelson to Kiana inside, looking for Hannig, and nice steal by Jurdy. Eventually comes in the hands with Froelich. Froelich will see this one to Valerie. Mendoza inside on the pass to Dotson Rod. Dotson Rod right-hand side, and a turnover here for the Warbirds. As it will be Maple River basketball. 21 turnovers for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, 15 for Maple River. As this will go to Holvelson. Holvelson to Kiana. Leerud with the ball fake to Holvelson. Baseline now to Kaloran. Kaloran to Holvelson, interior Hannig. Hannig looking to get the shot off. Does, and she gets fouled. And now feed the big, the 6-foot junior in Hannig. 2 more free throws upcoming. Foul will come across the way and look to be on Jurdy. It will be her first, the team's second. 2 shots here for Hannig. First of 2 free throws, up and good. Second free throw attempt upcoming as Violet will check into the game here, as Iris will check out. As Hannig toes the stripe one more time here for the Raiders. Second one on the way is also good. Now with 20 points on the evening here for Hannig. 55-44. Warbirds with the rock in the front court as Mendoza takes the ball screen inside on the pass to Jurdy. On the baseline, there goes Holvelson to collect the steal. Maple River, see where they go as Hannig has had the hot hand and provided some difficulties here for the Warbirds. Right-hand side now to Kaloran. Gives it now to Holvelson to the baseline. Kiana. Leerud on the interior to Bree. Finds it. This one tapped out of bounds, and this will be off the Raiders. Substitution as Summer Steinhaus will come into the game for the Warbirds as Jurdy will check out. Maple River 16 points in the second half, while for the Warbirds currently with 18 points in the second. Right-hand side to Froelich. Froelich with a teardropper on the baseline off the window, no. Rebound, Dotson Rod putback, no. Another board for Dotson Rod, and we'll have a foul on Kaloran. Her second, team's third. So Dotson Rod did a good job getting a couple of loose balls, a fresh 35. And for the Warbirds, back to what we've kind of said consistently here tonight, a bucket to make it a single-digit game. Bounce pass, Emerson Johnson, nice find for 2. Emerson with 18 points to lead the floor for the Warbirds. We're back within 9 points. Kiana Leerud on the pass to Holvelson to the baseline here to Kaloran. Bree will see it now to Holvelson around the horn as it goes to Richmond. Violet to Kiana. She'll step into a high arching rainbow off the iron, unable to get the shooter's roll as Steinhaus corrals a loose ball. Mendoza with the crossover. Mendoza to the paint, and Mendoza gets fouled. Foul will be assessed on Hannig. Now that's a big piece for Nathan Hoots. That's her 4th. And from here on out, it's bonus free throws for the Warbirds as Mendoza, a 70% free throw shooter, goes to line. Mendoza makes the first. Substitution as Irie comes in for Hannig, and all of a sudden you look up at that score, down to 8 points on our City of Hope scoreboard. Warbirds trying to chip away at this one a little bit more. Mendoza missing. Rebound comes down to Hovelson, her 6th of the contest. How can the Raiders hold on here? Down, seeing the Warbirds down by 8. Well, for the Warbirds, how can you get it to one possession as quick as you can? Kiana, left pocket 3. No, rebound here. Violet goes up and lost it, and will have a turnover. Froelich making her way to the paint, left-handed. Shot can't go, aboard Irie. Kiana, baseline to Violet. Back to Leerud. Kaloran running that little post. As this will go back to the top to Kiana. Back to Violet here. Right-handed side to Hovelson as they work it now to Irie. As Hovelson hits the deck, gets back up with the basketball. Ball goes across the baseline here and off of Emerson Johnson. Substitution into the game will be Taylor Buchholz for the Warbirds. As coming out will be Dotson Rod. And just kind of have a feeling that next bucket, who gets it, could maybe determine the way this last 4 minutes plays out here in the quarter. Hovelson open, left wing three-pointer. This will go long. Rebound eventually in the hands of Emerson Johnson, her 6th. Johnson in the front court spins. Johnson makes her way. Left-hand side to Froelich. And Warbirds will be in the bonus from here on out if they pick up another foul with the Raiders. Swinging it between the circles, Buchholz banging her way on the inside. Now to Mendoza, extra fine to Froelich. Olivia dribbles to up top to Emerson. Emerson, nice little hesitation spin, and there's a foul on Kaloran. Emerson Johnson with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and a chance to add it at the free throw line as Bree picks up her 3rd. Raiders again with 4 timeouts. The Warbirds, they have 2, and some big free throws upcoming for the junior guard. Emerson misses the first. With a make, it'll still be a 3-possession game, but the Warbirds again just chipping away here late in this 4th quarter. First free throw miss for Emerson. Now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Second one in and out as well. Hovelson corrals the loose ball, her 7th. So if you're Maple River, you catch a break. This would hurt if you're a Warbirds fan. Violet Richmond, three-pointer long. Ball tapped down the hands of Kiana. Leerud to Bree. They work it now to Hovelson. Hovelson will see a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul will come across, and this will be on Olivia. Froelich will pick up her 4th and the team's 3rd. As Hanig will check in also with Iris Richmond as Kiana and Irie will check out. Maple River 4 points in the quarter, all from the free throw line for the Warbirds. 5 points in the quarter, 3 from the free throw line. Hanig with a nice little slip across with Kaloran, giving the pick to get Hanig open. Hanig now with 22, back to a 10-point margin. Right-hand side, Froelich gives it to Emerson. Emerson at the right elbow, lost it off her shoe. Warbirds will see this one now to Steinhaus. Steinhaus makes a pass to Buchholz and will have a traveling violation. Warbirds to make a substitution here with Dotson Rod, and now we'll see where Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, you have a foul yet to give before it's the bonus. How they try to chase this game, trailing it by 10. 2-3 zone here for the Warbirds. Hovelson, nearly a double dribble. She gets the ball back, left-hand side to Violet. Back to Hovelson, high post touch, and there's going to be a foul on the Warbirds. Foul come across on Mendoza, her 2nd, team's 9th, and if you're a Maple River fan, it resets the shot clock to 35 and a chance just to kill more time even if you don't score. Hanig on the inside gets fouled and back to the free throw line. Foul will be assessed on Dotson Rod, her 1st, team's 5th, and both teams in the bonus from here on out. Hanig to the line to shoot 2. 22 points, 4 rebounds for the junior. First of 2 free throws is up and in. Now with 23 on the night, these are free throw attempts 6 and 7 here for Hanig tonight. And Hanig sees a second one miss. Ball out of play, and this will go towards the Warbirds and a timeout for Nathan Hoots. Hanig now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Raiders lead it by 11 on your live event.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
For the Maple River Raiders, they lead the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds 58-47. Nathan Hoots and Maple River will have 3 timeouts remaining, while for Ryland-Gutzmer and the Warbirds, they will have 2. Next jump ball favors the Warbirds. And if you're a Wyndmere-Lidgerwood fan right now, just about everything to go right, trailing it by 11 with 2:47 left to play in the fourth quarter. Can ill afford some empty possessions. Need to find a way to get to the free throw line or find a chance to get something through the cylinder here, as the Raiders will have a little full court token pressure defense in a game that's just over 65 minutes old. Mendoza getting worked by Hovelson, uses up that dribble. Bounce pass to Dotson-Rod. Nice little give and go to Valerie. Left-handed layup just off the iron and a board to Kaloran. Bree with playing that cotton nose swab a little bit in the nostril here. High post touch to Bree, left wing to Violet. She'll hit the three-pointer here for Richmond. Violet, her second 3. She's got 18, and that could be an early dagger for Maple River. Raiders, we'll see the Warbirds working on the inside, and Emerson Johnson collects the and one. Emerson now with 20, a chance for 21 at the free throw line. Foul assessed here on the Raiders. That'll be on Addison Hannig, and her night is done. Addison with a nice performance, though, here this evening of 23 points for Maple River, 4 rebounds, also 6 of 7 from the free throw line here for Hannig. That's a big chess piece that's on the bench now for Nathan Hoots. Johnson trying to convert the and one opportunity and does. Ryland-Gutzmer wants a timeout. We'll break with them here. Warbirds back within 11. Just over 2 minutes to play on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Still make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show where we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play the Contest. That and more still to come. And we take a look at the final numbers here in this one. So timeout for the Warbirds. They'll have 1 remaining. Full court pressure defense. Again, a foul will be 2 free throws for either club from here on out. Kiana to Violet. Shot clock making its way. And Violet will be an over and back. She got into the front court. It really didn't make a difference whether it was over and back or 10 on the shot clock, as the shot clock was at 24. So Maple River gets about 11 seconds off the clock. But if you're the Warbirds, you get a quick steal and now a chance to get that ball through the cylinder one more time. Emerson Johnson takes the ball screen front court, finds Mendoza, looking for Dotson-Rod, backside D for Iris. Gets the steal, and now if you're the Raiders, you can kind of pull out the stops a little bit here. Don't need to score, just need to continue to milk some time, but we'll have a foul on the Warbirds as Violet will go to the free throw line. We'll see who the foul is assessed on. As the foul will come across the way, this one will be on Buchholz, her first. Violet to the free throw line to shoot 2, an 82% free throw shooter. Violet misses the first, 18 on the night. And Addison Hannig leads the floor with 23 for her fellow teammate. Second free throw attempt for Violet is good, now with 19 points. Raiders back up by 12. Mendoza in the front court for the Warbirds. Takes the ball screen, right wing, free throw line extended, back up top. Here goes Froelich. Olivia, bounce pass, right-hand side to Emerson. Emerson making her way on the baseline, looking for the reversal. Oh, what a move for Emerson Johnson. Johnson continues to add them up now with 23 in her own right. Kaloran to Kiana. Kiana in the front court to Hovelson. Now to Iris as they slow it up for the Raiders. Warbirds almost force another turnover. Kaloran making her way. Left-hand side to Iris Richmond. Back to Kiana here. To Iris. Iris will see this at the top of the key. Now to Violet Richmond. Violet with 6, looking back door, finds her sister Iris, right-handed layup for 2. Iris Richmond with her first field goal of the game comes in a pretty big time here for the Raiders. Up by 12 with 30 seconds to play. Emerson Johnson making her way into the paint now to Buckholtz. Buckholtz on the baseline here, spinning, and that will be a traveling violation on the Warbirds. I'll give a lot of credit to Ryland Gutzmer's club. They were down at 16 at one point, got it all the way down to 6. Fall short a little bit here tonight against a ranked opponent in the state in Maple River. But this is a team I don't think a lot of people are going to want to see later on once you get to that District 1 girls basketball tournament. Foul will be awarded here on Buckholtz, her second, and 2 free throws here for Violet Richmond. 19 points. And for head coach Nathan Hoots, by no means will be 100% happy with all 32 minutes of basketball. Here was some stuff to continue to adjust and work on, but again, there's been times where this Maple River team, 20 points in the first quarter, 4 threes. Second free throw attempt is good as well. They've been able to hang on to a lead. They never got it more than within 6. Anytime the Warbirds made a run, they got an answer in their own right. So that's always good news from a basketball head coach's perspective here, as Froelich gets the 2 points. Full court pressure defense, and that'll do it here today from the Raider Dome. Maple River improves to 9-3 on the season, and make it now 3-0 in District 1 play. While on the opposite side for the Warbirds, they will fall to 7-4 on the season and 2-2 in District 1 play. On our City of Hope scoreboard, it's Maple River with the 12-point victory here tonight over the Warbirds. We'll come back with our post-game show after this from Tower City.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
It was October 1st, 2009. We needed some machinery for the farm. We decided to see if we could become a dealer, and that's kind of grown into what it's been today.
We offer basically anything short line. Seed tenders, fertilizer spreaders, sprayers. We can really set ourselves apart by the knowledge we have in those things, by the amount of units we have on hand at all times.
I just have a passion for helping people, getting to know people. It just becomes a lot of fun.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, again, your final Maple River 66, the Warbirds 54 here from the Raider Dome in Tower City as we take a look at some of the final numbers here tonight in this one. For the Maple River Raiders, 7 players in the scoring column. They go 11 of 13 from the free throw line, 7 threes with 30 rebounds and 18 turnovers. Again, Maple River in this game, 11 of 13 from the free throw line with 30 rebounds. Well, for the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, they go 6 of 10 from the free throw line here tonight. 5 made three-pointers, 7 players in the scoring column with 25 rebounds, but they had 25 turnovers for the Warbirds. Individual numbers, Maple River led by the 23 of Hanig with 4 rebounds, 6 of 7 shooting from the free throw line here for the junior. 21 then for Violet Richmond, who goes 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Violet also with 2 made threes. 6 points for Kiana Leerud with 2 rebounds, 6 points, 6 boards for Kaloran. 5 points then for Hovelson with 7 boards. 3 points for Claire Irie and 2 points for Iris Richmond. Again, the Raiders led by the 23 of Hanig and the 21 of Violet Richmond. While for the Warbirds, 23 points for Emerson Johnson. Johnson also with 6 rebounds. 11 points for Valerie Mendoza. Mendoza with 2 made threes. 8 points for Taylor Buckholtz off the bench. She had 5 points, 4 boards for Olivia Froelich. 4 points for Summer Steinhaus. 2 points for Dotson Rod, and also a point and a handful of boards for Jurdy off the bench. The Warbirds, 23 points for Emerson Johnson, and the 11 by Valerie Mendoza. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get to our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy and our Arctic Enterprises feature, Precision Play the Contest. That and more still to come here from the Raider Dome.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Join us at the Avalon Event Center in Fargo, North Dakota, January 17th for Winter Conference 2024. You'll hear from precision planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. This year will also include a question and answer session with local growers sharing their experiences. Winter Conference 2024, January 17th at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. To register, visit planterdoc.com.
Goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
As we come back here on our post-game show, again, your final 66-54. Maple River picks up the victory. Joining us now is Nathan Hoots on autograph night here as the players are able to sign their John Hancock, if you will, and kind of give some of the younger Raiders a little bit of a memory here with those respective posters. And Hoots, for you guys, a great start to the opening quarter, right? 20 points, you had 4 threes, balanced scoring. And then all of a sudden 19 points in the first half. But then it's a game of adjustments a little bit. The Warbirds made it a little bit more challenging for you guys in the second half. But every time the Warbirds answered, got it to 6, got it to 8, you guys were able to get it back to 10, back to 12. What did you like about your team most tonight when every time the Warbirds seemed to, kind of be knocking on the door, that you were able to get a stop or able to get a field goal and kind of get that game back to a 3 or 4 possession game here tonight, Hoots?
Yeah, I don't know if we didn't have our A game tonight, but a lot of credit to Wyndmere-Lidgerwood for making us play our B and C game. They did a really nice job defensively making those adjustments in that first half. We were shooting really well and kind of getting looks that we wanted pretty much every single possession. But defensively, we took too many chances that were unnecessary, which led to them getting into a lot of 4-on-3s, 3s-on-2s, and they're a good team, and they took advantage of those. And unfortunately, that kind of led to, I don't know what we got it up to. It seemed like it was upper teens for a while in that second quarter, and then things kind of dissipated on us, just probably because of just trying to take too many chances and get that ballooned up to 25, and instead they cut her in half.
Yeah, largest lead of the game was 16 at one point. Warbirds got it to 6, but they could never come back within 6. Addison Hannig, obviously a big reason why. 13 points in the first half. She had 23 in the game. What did you like about Hannig's play on the inside tonight? To, 1, be a post presence, 2, be a scorer, and 3, just corral a lot of people around her and maybe give some easier shots to others when the ball got worked around the horn.
Yeah, when it got into her, their defense just kind of collapsed a bit, which allowed us to get all those open shots. She does a good job most of the time. When she can get rid of it, identifying a double team early, then our offense really seems to flow because so many girls get open looks. Because, I mean, she's a problem down low, especially when she gets her legs kind of wrapped around the girl and does a really big drop step. That's kind of her go-to move. And when that's going, then our offense seems to really hum.
Hovelson, 5.7 rebounds. Claire Iwe with the big 3 there at the end of the third quarter to get it 2-9. Then also Kiana Learud right off the bat with 2 threes in that first quarter. Let's just talk about Kiana and Claire's play. I know Claire didn't necessarily play a ton of minutes tonight, but when she did play, she made the most of it. And Kiana, to our pregame show, a senior leader who got things going early from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you could see the way the ball was coming out of her fingers early. It was going to be a good night, and she had, like you said, those 2 big ones that kind of set the tone early for us that, hey, yeah, you can go zone, but we can shoot. And then Claire, like you said, I was starting to get a lot of nervous butterflies there at the end of the third quarter when we really couldn't get a stop to save our lives. That was, you could argue that was the biggest 3 we've hit all year. So I'm really impressed and really happy with how we finished that game.
Yeah, Claire, the sophomore, again, getting that triple. And then, again, Carly Hovelson, a bunch of rebounds today from that guard spot. Raiders improved to 9-3. Another District 1 game coming up on Friday and down in Colfax. Hoots, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here throughout the rest of the season.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Nathan Hoots will continue on our post-game show, after this.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
As we continue on our post-game show again, it's a little bit of an autograph night here for some of the fans and parents and grandparents and friends to get some autographs here from the Maple River Raiders girls basketball team. As we get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Addison Hannig here. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. She did foul out, but she made her presence. Again, came in averaging 10 points per game. Well doubled that and some. Addison Hannig here for the Maple River Raiders is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, able to score in every quarter here today for Maple River as well. We go from there to our RDK Prizes feature precision play of the contest, and that again going to be that Claire Irie 3. The Warbirds got it, a 6-0 run, made it a 48-42 ball game with just about a minute left to play in the third quarter. Then Irie with the monster 3, it'd be her only field goal, but that just kind of made a calming, cool, collective breath for the Maple River Raiders when they needed it to get up by 9 points. That Claire Irie 3 is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the contest. RDK Enterprises with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions, and more. Contact RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. So with the win for the Raiders, they now improved to 9-3 on the season, 3-0 in District 1 play. While for the loss of the Warbirds, they dropped to 7-4 on the season, and for Maple River, they dropped to 2-2 in District 1 play. Next game for the Warbirds, it'll be Friday, hosting the Bulldogs of Sargent County, and then they will play at Medina Pingree Buchanan on Saturday before playing at Enderlin on Monday. While for the Maple River Raiders, they'll try to get their 10th win of the season in Richland on Friday night, but for hosting the Lobos for a non-region contest a week from this evening, then making their way to Tri-State on January the 25th. Warbirds led by the 23 of Emerson Johnson, Raiders led by the 23 of Addison Hannig. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks to Rylan Gutzmer and Nathan Hoots for joining us in the pregame show, and also for Nathan Hoots joining us in the postgame show as well. A contest that goes 1 hour and 13 minutes here this evening from Tower City. Maple River with the win. They pick up their 4th consecutive win of the season, 4 straight, while the Warbirds pick up the loss, and they snap a 3-game winning streak. Join us again for more basketball as we got a loaded week here on YourLiveEvent.com between Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and more. Again, check out our website, YourLiveEvent.com, for more games coming up throughout the rest of the weekend. Maple River will be back in action for boys contest tomorrow as they host the Hatton Northwood Thunder here on Your Live Event. 5:30 JV varsity is at 7. Until tomorrow evening here from the Raider Dome, I'm Chase Miller. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night.